Hi, Internet!
Hi!
One of us didn't wave. Can you tell us which one didn't wave, and you'll win a prize? And go.
It was me.
Well, contest over.
I assume somebody got it before
Spoiler
I
alert.
mentioned
I
it.
also realize I don't have chat up, so I can't see
Contest
everyone's
over.
chat.
Oh no. Nobody won.
But congratulations.
Nobody was playing.
Yeah, so welcome to the second ever Dragonpunchers, which is a special of the Critical Hit show. Are we doing that?
Yeah.
My hands get
We need a
huge.
ring though, like with a big dragon.
Yeah.
Oh, iTunes? Yeah.
All
Sorry,
the
that's
I would go down to about mid.
that's famous person Curtis Weed telling me what I'm doing wrong, so you at home don't have to. There we go. Is that better? Curtis is now walking.
You've got little like fog corners in your
Yeah,
glasses.
I know. Maybe I'll go without the glasses, and I'll just do a bit of that today.
Or just pull them so that you look like.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that won't make me. It's toasty in Vancouver. We're in
It
Vancouver,
is.
and it's one of the three. It's hot today.
Yeah.
It
It's
It
nice.
is really hot.
I like it.
Yeah, I really. The chat wouldn't come up on the phone.
Yeah, I thought they said there was supposed to be climate change, but it's more like global warning. Warming? I can't. Sorry.
Good morning.
Global warning. Well, it is really.
Yeah.
Danger,
Oh,
danger.
that's
Yeah.
all right. That's okay. If it fogs up again, I'll switch that over, and I'm sure people will. You know. Let's go around once again and introduce ourselves. Let's start over here, right there.
Ow.
I'm a giant.
I'm Joanna, and I'm playing Indigo Yellowbeard, the rogue. That's all I'm saying, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Over to you.
Yes, I'm Sean Stewart, and I will be playing the role of Pythagoras Nash, the half-orc barbarian.
I'm Barbara Beale, and I'm playing Morag, the high elf wizard.
Hi, and I'm Shannon from the D20 Babes, and I'm playing the same character yet in a different universe. Petunia, the barbarian gnome.
And
Barbarian, no.
Wait, I didn't realize we were doing it because he said you're of the D20. I should say I'm Sean Stewart of the Central Saanich Stewards.
the Central Saanich Stewards.
Yes, those are my people.
I'm Eric Fell. I am.
Of the North Delta Fells.
I am Eric Fell of the land of North Delta.
Eric Fell of Nordell.
Eric Fell of Nordell, and I'm the game master or dungeon master, depending on which whether you like to use trademarked terms or not. The system we're using is called 13th Age. It is an awesome D20 variant created by Rob Hainso and Jonathan Tweet. It's loads of fun. If you don't know about it, look it up, and we're gonna have a lot of fun. Let's do a quick recap of last adventure. What
Okay.
happened on the last adventure, you guys?
Well, we met in a
Yes.
tavern,
Mm-hmm.
of course. Yeah.
Then we went out to go look for something.
A dragon.
Yeah,
Was
white
it? Were
dragon.
were we seeking a dragon?
Yeah, the half elf. I think he was a half elf that came to us at the tavern and said that there was a dragon
Yeah.
attacking people. I think.
Yep, that's what happened.
And we all had our different reasons for wanting to go explore the dragon.
Yeah. And then we went and fought some kobolds.
Right
Yeah.
at a
Pillars?
Pillars.
That's
yeah.
some pillars, yeah.
Some pillars,
and Petunia, you got a little backpack that has flappy wings on
I
it.
got the jetpack,
A wing pack.
a wing pack.
A flappy pack.
A flappy pack.
Flappy
A
pack.
flappy fly pack.
Yeah.
Flappy, flappy.
Still cool.
I don't know why I have these.
And then we managed to get the loot from the dragon.
We found the dragon. Yeah. In a mountain.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah.
And baby dragons.
Okay. Okay. Then.
Yeah.
Are you alright?
Okay.
I just tried to clear my throat and it made a weird noise.
Okay, I thought you were trying to get my attention. You're like, look over here. No? Okay.
When I clear my throat, it comes out as Eric Fell.
It's
Right.
gets really awkward.
Yeah.
Happens to me too sometimes.
But you all got your loot. The actual physical coins that I have are on their way from campaign coins.
So you keep saying this. I'm just not sure if you're telling me.
Campaign
this
Coins is headquartered in Australia.
Ooh, right. Okay.
Day
It's a
and
long
night.
way away.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
so they'll be here, and we'll be able to drop them on the table so everybody can hear the clinking.
Did we didn't kill a dragon, did we?
We killed a dragonling.
A dragon.
A dragon hatchling. You killed a dragon hatchling. But it was big enough to fight you.
And I punched it with my mage hand.
Yeah.
And you punched it.
And you punched it
Yeah.
with your mage hand.
I punched it with my great axe.
And that is how you got the name Dragonpunchers.
Yeah.
Let's all say it at the same time.
Dragonpunchers!
Did our logo come up?
I bet the
when
mic
that-
level just went.
Yeah, sorry, Curtis.
There was an explosion in the background.
So now you're back at the Spitzenaz Tavern
Right?
All right.
In Tarkindale.
in the land of Tarkindale.
And is it the next day?
It's your next hangout, it's your next meeting. We'll even call it 2 weeks later.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Okay.
So why don't we go around and let me know what you've been doing for the last 2 weeks.
Well, I came... What, you want to go first?
No,
You
no,
sure
sorry.
you don't want to go first?
I just wasn't sure if we were like just telling Eric what we're doing, or if we're like in it now, because I
You're
gotta
in
check-
it now.
Oh, good. I was gonna get into character.
Oh, in character?
Yeah, in character, I want to hear
Oh.
what you've been up to for the last 2 weeks.
Well, I know. I'm so impressed that you humans have learned how to read.
You spent the last 2 weeks being impressed.
Yeah. Well, I was sort of looking at all the changes, you see, because I was in the high towers for a really long time. So well done. Well done, humans.
Interesting you should mention that. I should also mention I am not a human.
I know, I was looking at them.
Oh, okay.
She
Yeah.
was congratulating my people.
Your entire race.
I was trained to read by humans, though.
Well,
So,
oh.
and incidentally, I've been reading for 2 weeks.
Wow.
Yes.
Just reading.
Yes.
What'd you read?
It was a textbook of sorts, kind of a well-rounded educational tome, which had a little bit of science, so I learned about covalent bonds, and then a little bit of mathematics. I was factoring quadratic equations, and then just a little bit of history of the land.
You're just trying to get a +1 to something.
Well, I'll get there eventually.
Right,
Look,
yeah.
we'll all level up at some point.
Right. Well, I spent the last 2 weeks spending all of my money. Just all of it. I actually put a good percentage of it. I had 66 gold when we ended our last adventure. So I put 45 of that in my pirate ship fund.
How did you get
Wait,
66?
you got
because
66.
I have 31 gold and 17 silver.
Yes, I also only have 31.
Well, you
gold
did have
from
your
our last-
starting gold, right?
Oh, did we have starting gold? Oh, wow.
Did
I
you?
have
How much did
41
we
gold.
have?
It's different per class, so you'd have to have looked in your class entry in the, or maybe it's race. I don't know, but it was my starting. I had some
I
starting
didn't
gold.
need
I'm
money
suddenly
in the
very
high
curious
tower.
about this.
Yeah.
I should have been reading something else.
The Forbidden City doesn't use currency.
Oh well, you didn't have any to start with then. But anyway, yes, I put 45 gold in my pirate ship fund, which I'm putting towards getting my own pirate ship, obviously.
That sounds like fun. That sounds like a good time.
What have you been up to, Petunia?
I've been curing the dragon meat and making dragon meat candy from it, and then I go
Candied meat.
yeah, yeah. It's you just let it rot for a long time, and it tastes very
And it's not preservation using sugar?
good. No,
Oh,
you just,
different
it's
meanings.
preserved by the smell of rot.
Now, is there a market for that?
There should be. It's really good.
Huh.
Yeah, yeah. And then I go through each one and see which one smells the best, and then I put it in a new pile. And then I do that every day. Which one smells the best?
yes.
Yeah, and then I just sort my candy meat.
Do
Dragon
you
meat.
sell it or do you just eat it all?
I just eat it. Well, it's kind of preserved, so I take it with me on long journeys. So
You know-
yeah.
I bet I could find somebody in the black market who would buy your dragon meat. And we could
It's,
actually start a little
class.
like dragon meat candy ring.
Well, does that let me buy more dragon meat?
Well, no, sell it for money.
Or why would I need money? I have dragon meat.
Okay.
I've just
All right.
I've just checked my bank account. Turns out I have 25 gold pieces I didn't know about.
You see?
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
This is fantastic news.
Yeah, this is handy.
Pays to read.
Good thing we just learned.
I also bought some new shoes. They have buckles on them.
What were you saying about dragon meat? I'm sorry,
I have sorted all the dragon meat to smells good, smells okay, smells bad.
It's kind of dragon veal, this one,
Yeah.
that we've
Extra
collected.
tender. Yeah. It's very good. So you guys can have some of the smells bad if you like.
I'll pass.
No, that's okay. Although no, I'll take some of it and see if I can sell it.
Okay.
Okay, how much do you give me?
I'm gonna give you 6 pieces of smells bad dragon jerky.
6 pieces of smells bad dragon jerky. Okay. Hey, did I find a buyer for my glowy fungus?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay, who did I sell it to?
Well, I asked those watching right now to pick a number between 1 and 50. Came up with 24.
Okay.
So the 24th card down on these face cards is who you sold them to.
Okay.
And this person or creature is right at the bar where you're at right now.
Oh, okay.
And it is this guy.
I am not surprised he bought it.
And he comes in. I hope you can all see this fella here.
Yes, good to meet a gentleman of distinction.
I'm so sorry to all of those who live in the United Kingdom.
They wouldn't have known
I
that
am-
was the accent you were doing.
I am
against him.
awful. Oh, it'll happen. Is that us? Is that no? I'll pass that around so you get a better look.
As a big fan of human culture, I do enjoy the fact that we are meeting somebody who is so civilized he doesn't even use words.
Mustache.
I know a good speech therapist.
Yes, and I as well.
Basement suite.
You're welcome. You still owe me for that, right? 6.
He's gonna give you his
5.
fingers.
Well, maybe you might want to roll for this.
Okay. Charisma? Okay.
So it'd be charisma plus whatever, plus level,
plus,
plus background.
Okay, well, background. I have a background in street urchin. I think street urchins are pretty good at haggling.
Okay.
Okay, so
So
that's 5 plus 3 plus whatever I roll.
yes, and so what I want you to do is I want you to show me, like illustrate, tell me what you're gonna say to this fella, and then we'll roll and see how he reacts.
Well, I just did it. I just did it right there.
That's what you're doing. You're just gonna go 4, 5. Okay, go
If
for it.
it-
Roll.
Yeah.
Roll.
Indigo, if I may step in.
What'd you get?
I rolled a 1.
Okay.
I am 14. Like,
Indigo, my thorough education in human studies has taught me a little bit about interacting with people such as this. I feel like I perhaps can maybe bump up your
okay,
coin.
sure, yeah.
I'm going to roll my
You're gonna be
intelligence
negotiating
and
with
my
your
thorough
friends.
education skill, so that's a plus 8. And I rolled a 19.
Convince me. Don't mind if I do.
Whiskey!
6.
Yes.
Wow,
Yeah.
that was amazing.
Well, yes. I've mastered nonverbal communication with the upper class.
You're gonna have to
90%
teach me that. Of communication is nonverbal.
Yes.
So I'll split that with you.
Oh,
Yeah,
certainly.
yeah, you deserve that.
Thank you very
Yeah,
much. Oh.
Absolutely.
So impressed. Good job for you.
Oh, yes, he's offering employment.
Oh, okay.
Collectible mushrooms.
Oh, he wants us to find some collectible mushrooms.
Oh, I can do that. Okay, yeah.
Dangerous. Possible death.
Dangerous possible death of a
I caught a couple of those words.
There's dangerous possible death in mushroom.
Fungal caves of Blandor.
Oh, there are caves.
Okay.
I'm I have a very advanced digestive system, so I feel comfortable of not dying from eating mushrooms. I eat all.
Well, mushrooms won't kill you. The monsters might.
I think that he wants us to give him the mushrooms too. Probably shouldn't eat them.
Well, then why would I go? I want some of those mushrooms.
Perhaps there are enough mushrooms in this cave that maybe some for you, some for him.
Maybe he doesn't need to know about all the mushrooms. Wink, wink.
May not be able to speak, but can hear you.
How much money are you willing to give us for these mushrooms?
120.
120 each? That's
120 each. I'm gonna grow my own damn mushrooms.
This is great, actually. This will be our first adventure where we actually get to split our coins evenly.
Oh, yeah.
Rich people educated math.
Oh, he flashed his actual eyeballs at me for a moment. This is a good sign.
Now, do you think that maybe you could get more than 120? You did that last time.
Perhaps I can,
I mean, maybe if we come back with some really good mushrooms, you could, like, negotiate.
maybe we'll see when we come back.
Okay. All right. Okay.
I'm not sure I want to attempt that again so soon.
Okay.
And a good day to you, sir.
Wait, can you repeat the name of the cave?
The fungal caves of Blandor, if I remember correctly.
Blandor.
Yes. It's the caves where white people get their food.
Oh, the land of bland food. Oh, interesting.
That sounds boring.
So,
yeah.
who knows where the caves of Blandor are?
I probably don't.
I think that maybe.
I don't know anything about things that are outside of town, so.
I have a dwarf friend who's very interested in caves.
As the chief geologist of the High Elf Council, I think I might know where caves were that could support fungal growth.
Okay, could I get you to roll your 20-sided die? Wisdom plus level plus your geologist.
Wisdom plus level plus geology. Oh my goodness. So that's plus 7 to my 7, so 14 is what I rolled. All of it together, I added it.
14.
Find
Well,
you some dice here.
it's a reasonable assumption to you that the caves of Blandor are named after the rock formations that make the cave. Blandorite.
Blandorite, yes.
And you know reasonably well where deposits of Blandorite would be outside of the town of Tarkindale.
I know reasonably well where these caves are.
Okay. The music is too loud.
I think if we spiral out of the city 25 degrees north and keep going towards the horizon, we'll find Blandorite. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Part of my past employment was I would be a part of a pig troop that would smell mushrooms under the ground because I had a better nose than the pigs.
Like truffle snorting pigs?
Yeah. But I would eat the mushrooms, so I got fired.
So
But-
once we get a little closer to
Yeah.
these caves,
I'll
perhaps
give it a
you can
sniff. I'll put
you
my
can zoom in.
Sorry, they don't match. Oh,
Yeah, I'll try.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Cool. So, you, by the way, it's about 10 in the morning. So, just letting you know the time of day of
Okay.
your adventure. So, what happens next?
Well, before we head out, I'm just going to have a moment of crushing despair while I think about the fact that I'm meeting you all here in a tavern at 10 in the morning. I've made a lot of life choices that have
I
caused
don't
me
see
some
anything wrong
regret.
with that at all.
Yeah, see, that's what gives me pain. That I'm with a group of people who feel that way.
He's very sensitive.
You grew out of a garden.
Yes.
Why should anything seem odd after that?
No, it's not so much that it's odd.
What, does it happen to every half-orc?
What's your other half?
Well, that's the thing.
Is it the bottom half
Half-orcs
or
are...
the top half?
My goodness, I did not know we were about to get into all this.
We're getting personal. It's
Yeah,
10 a.m.
well-
and we're drinking already.
It's less that there's half something and half something else. It's just not that I'm fully an orc. I was not born of two orcs mating. As I said before, I was born of one orc depositing its seed into the garden behind my parents, my adoptive parents' house.
So you're half orc, half garden.
Yes.
Were you growing out of a cabbage?
I was grown very near to the cabbages.
Ooh,
Yes.
that's why I can smell cabbage, yeah.
I was wondering what that was all about. Yeah. Oh, it's a good cabbage smell. It's not like, kimchi.
It's not
Oh.
like skunk cabbage.
It's a little like skunk cabbage.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Anyway, enough about me.
Yeah. Okay.
Anybody want to do a shot for the road?
Yeah.
Oh, excellent. I'd like to use my
Hell
simple
yes.
pieces and do a shot of the local.
They won't
Moonshine.
serve me alcohol here.
I'll get you one.
Wow! She's 14.
Okay.
It's alright. Line them up!
Dragonpunchers and the Critical Hit Show do not condone underage drinking. Thank you. Now back to the show.
Okay.
Yeah, alright, yes.
Cheers!
Luckily, it is tradition, strangely enough, tradition at the Spitz and Ash Tavern to offer a free drink to anyone going off on an adventure. Because, for luck. So.
And we run the industry in Tarkindale.
Yes, and
Really.
really, Tarkindale is
Yeah.
run on the adventuring industry.
Yeah.
I'm so
So.
glad I left the high towers.
Me too.
All
I'm
right.
so glad I left the fish barn.
All right. So what happens now?
Blanderite ho!
Yeah.
Let's go!
Okay.
Alright, let's go find some blanderite deposits.
Mushrooms.
So we spiral.
You spiral out of the town because the town, of course, is built in the shape of a spiral. A spiral we learned which was there before the town was built.
Oh, it is, because of the bedrock.
Yes.
Right.
That might factor in somewhere down the road.
Down the spiraling road.
The spiraling road.
Ah, smell the fresh air of the open countryside. It is nice to be out of the tavern and out of the town. On our way to adventure,
Yeah.
where we will hopefully kill some things and
Get some
collect
loot.
some other things.
I wonder what these mushrooms are good for. That monsters want to protect them, and men want to pay for them.
Yeah, do we know anything about the mushrooms? Who knows about mushrooms? Anybody know
Nope.
about mushrooms?
Nobody asked
You were
them.
born in a garden.
I do
so-
have a background of soil-born, yes.
Okay, so yeah.
That does not sound good.
Well,
Oh, I'm soil-born.
Oh no, that face is when you're soil-bound.
Ah, yes. That's something completely different.
happens at the beach.
Did he mention what kind of mushrooms they are?
He just told you they were collectible.
Yeah, we'll find out when
He
we see
said
them.
they were growing on the Blanderite.
Perhaps when we get into the cave, we have a look at these mushrooms. I'll,
Okay. Hopefully there aren't a whole bunch of choices. You might get the wrong ones, but then you could eat them, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Mushrooms are delicious.
Buyer beware, he did not give us enough information, so he'll pay for what he gets.
He
Like
promised
you.
us a number of coins.
Mm-hmm.
And as a gentleman, which I believe him to be, he will give us the promised coins when we return to him with our mushroom.
I think you should give us more than the promised coins.
And if not, I might use a shocking grasp.
That would be most ungentlemanly.
I'm not a gentleman.
Touche.
Blanderite ho!
So you're heading towards the general direction of where Blanderite deposits are.
And we're looking for some caves.
Caves. And on your way in, you see a figure walking towards you.
Are we on a road or?
Yeah.
My elf eyes
Road.
see a figure approach.
Yes,
human eyes
we all
do as
see
well,
the
yeah.
figure. It doesn't matter what kind of eyes we have.
I have elf eyes, so I thought I'd point it out.
Hers are a little prettier.
Thank you.
I'm just gonna get it.
And they change color sometimes if I'm casting a lot of magic.
Oh, I thought those were cataracts.
I do not have cataracts, thank you very much.
I'm a little
Okay,
ageist.
so
You see the figure coming towards you.
What does he or she look like?
I'm just asking those watching for a number between 1 and 50, and we'll find out in just
So
a
we're
second.
squinting
She's
at
gonna, you see the
him
dude
or
coming
her.
towards you, almost in the style of Lancelot in Holy Grail.
Right, just keep running.
I thought you were going to go with Lawrence of Arabia there, but you
there's
went
a
with
drum
Monty
roll in the
Python and the
background.
Holy Grail
Yes.
instead.
35.
35.
Can't
keep it
quite
alive.
make out his or her features yet.
I can.
But you're not going to tell us?
No, because he made fun of me and she said I had cataracts.
I think you have pretty eyes. Tell me.
Let me figure out how to put it into words.
Your eyes both seem to be functional, yes.
Oh, he's upside
Nope, hang on.
down. He looks like Henry VIII.
He's a bit Henry VIII, a bit later era Orson Welles.
He's got a feather in his hat and he's
It looks to be a
macaroni.
merchant of sorts.
Yes.
I was
Looks like
thinking
he's,
that too.
looks like he's pretty well kept merchant. He's got like fine clothing on and,
He may be a gentleman, but I'll have to wait and hear what he sounds like when he speaks.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't use the Orson Welles voice.
He might have been a musketeer with a hat like that.
Pass it around.
Okay.
Or maybe a
Um,
pirate.
What a well kept beard.
Yes, what hell on this fine morning are you doing here?
Oh, we're just
Looking for
traveling
Blanderite.
to the Blanderite.
Blanderite, you say?
Yes, we said
Blanderite, you
Yes,
say?
we said Blanderite,
yeah,
yeah.
we said that.
You said
yeah.
Blanderite?
I think so.
Oh.
I'm beginning to doubt
Can you ask us one more time what we said?
Blanderite, you say?
Yes!
Wonderful, wonderful.
Why is that wonderful?
One moment, sir. He is most certainly not a gentleman.
No?
A gentleman does not ask the same question thrice.
Okay.
Or thrice.
I think
as
it
he
was
did.
Bryce even. Yeah.
Yes.
Tell me, you must be going on an adventure?
Well, maybe. Who wants to know?
It is I, Worthington Strangmire the 12th. So you write that down.
Worthington
Strangmire. Of the Ferelden Strangmires?
Are you in the Ferelden Strangmires? That might run into some copyright trouble.
Of the...
From the Arrington Strangmires near Mount Arrington.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So what are you doing on the road,
Oh, I'm just
Strangmire?
on my way to Tarkindale to sell my wares. Tell me, if you're on an adventure, would you like some sort of special weapon?
Yes. Yes, I would. I would like some. Do you have any?
Maybe.
And what about you, tiny horned helmeted thing person?
I got lots of weapons, but let's see yours.
I just happen to have this dagger here. This special dagger.
Let me see. Let me see.
He hands you this this dagger. He actually doesn't hand it to you. He just sort of
He holds
shows
it
it
out?
to you.
Okay.
Holds it out like this. Like this. Look at the dagger! And it has what looks to be almost like the blade is black, almost obsidian.
Ooh.
Almost Vanta black. Look up Vanta black. That is awesome stuff. So it's very, very
It's,
Blacker than
it's so black and
Black as midnight.
couldn't
black
possibly
as
be
pitch.
more black. How much more black could it be, you might ask?
It's blacker
I
than
would.
the
I
phallus
would
pitch.
ask.
Well, the answer is none.
No,
None black.
no more black.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
Okay.
the hilt has gold on it, and it has what could be a ruby, but could I get you to roll a Constitution roll?
Constitution roll?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Just
Curse.
her?
Just
Yeah.
Constitution or Constitution plus level or?
Constitution was level.
Okay. 14.
14. Okay. It kind of gives you the no feeling.
The no feeling.
Yeah, like this could be very strong, but
If I may say, sir, this could be very strong, but I already have a weapon, and it is the shovel that was used to harvest me as a baby, and I've converted it into a great axe.
Does it give me any magic feelings?
why don't you roll intelligence plus level plus whatever background you feel would be appropriate?
Well, because I am a geologist, I do have some ability to recognize things like obsidian, rubies, and all that sort of stuff. So 15, plus my modifiers is 20, sorry, and then plus another 4.
24.
24.
24. This thing is evil. this thing, you rolled high enough to know, this thing is just plain, full-on evil.
Stand back, you evil wares seller. Don't touch it.
Oh, where'd this dagger
right
go?
this
What
is-
is
Are we
this?
using props now? What's going on?
This is my dagger. Wizard's staff dagger.
It's a bit floppy.
I don't comment when your objects are floppy.
All right, that's foreshadowing.
Indigo, that is an evil object. Evil and dark. The magic's horrendous. Do not touch it.
How evil though?
How evil?
like
Like it will cause you to fall into the deepest, darkest depths of madness and consume your own mind there.
If this is evil, I assume this man is an imposter. I'm going to try to remove his face as if it was a mask.
no.
Oh my beard! Oh my beard! Oh my beard!
All right, it's his real face, but I still don't trust him.
You, sir, why are you trying to sell such an evil, dangerous thing to a young girl?
He spits at you. He spits at you.
Most ungentlemanly.
He says, "You have found me out, Dragonpunchers.
Oh, I think he might be part Batman.
You found me out, Dragonpunchers. You found me out, and they will find you. They will all find you. The Dark Ones are on their way." And the dagger turns to ash.
Oh damn it! I didn't even get to ask how
And
much
he,
it
and he
was.
does one of those things where he bites down on something and his mouth starts foaming. You know, one of those things.
Is he
suicide
poisoning himself?
Yeah, he's poisoning himself. So you see him just go, and you see this foam start,
Everybody, do not make out with this man.
and his face starts like kind of dissolving. And
Oh,
then-
like the clones in '90s X-Files.
Yeah. And he just collapses in a heap of corpse.
With a foamy face. Foamy face.
Yeah, with
Okay,
kind of a
so
foamy face.
if he was being a merchant, he was pretending to be a merchant. Does he have a bag of stuff?
Yes, he does.
Oh, I'm gonna look at it.
I'm just going to give him a little sniff. As
You're learning.
the poison seems to have passed. If you do need to make out with him, that would be your time.
Thank you for that.
I'm not good at social cues, but that whole thing was awkward.
Yeah, that was really weird.
It was kind of, yeah.
How did he know that we called ourselves Dragonpunchers?
We're famous.
We just made that name too.
Yeah, we just made it like 2 weeks ago, right?
Wait a
Yeah.
minute. And we were named by the dragon. Perhaps he was I'm trying to think of a
waiting. I am
specific word.
waiting
There's a
for it.
specific word.
Emissary?
An emissary of the dragon. That is almost the
What
one
if
I wanted. I'm
maybe
not sure.
you know what I've heard, and I know you know more about dragons than me, but I've heard that dragons can actually shapeshift. Like they can turn into looking like real dragon. Now maybe not the baby dragons that we fought, but like real dragons can change their shape and look like people.
This is news.
So he changed his shape and then he came and found us and then it killed himself.
I don't know. I'm just spitballing
I
here.
feel like it
It could
was.
be. Although I feel, from what I know of shape changers, when they die, they return to their original form.
Okay.
And I feel like it was an overreaction to kill himself based on the
Kind of.
discovery that he was selling bunk merchandise.
I think it was. I don't really get it. I mean, I've met a lot of merchants and a lot of ones that sell evil things. Some of them have done that.
What's in his bag?
I can't. Look at this bag.
Iron forks. It's just full of iron forks. Like cutlery.
Are they good quality?
No, they're crap.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's almost as if the bag was just full of metal crap to make it look like he had stuff with him.
Okay. What about him? Is he like? Did all that rich clothing sort of melt away as well? Or-
It's all gross and poisony stained.
oh, so it's not like it wasn't real. It's just gross now.
Yeah, it's just gross. It's covered in what's left of him.
Okay. So can we figure out what happened to him? What happened to him? What is this?
Okay.
I guess I got a knowledge of poisons. You might have a knowledge
It
of
looks like
poisons.
a suicide capsule.
So it was a poison.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah,
did you wanna roll
I don't know.
for it? What kind of background? would you
I don't
use?
know. I'm guessing.
I have a background in cat lover, so if he did die from toxoplasmosis, I could probably figure that out.
I hear that makes you angry.
I don't know. Street urchins have somewhat of it.
How
I don't
dare
think
you.
a very good knowledge of poisons, but
As,
just
as
read
long
an
as you
article.
can, I mean, you can give it a shot. Like, what are your backgrounds?
well, it's street urchin and then nautical enthusiast.
So you're a nautical enthusiast. Okay.
Yeah.
What, what are your backgrounds, Morag?
My backgrounds are deep observation of masonry and the chief geologist of the High Elf Council.
Okay, so mine's still better than yours, I think.
And I am the oldest elf anyone has ever seen.
Wow.
Petunia, what are your backgrounds?
I got animal handling, so I'm a trick rider. I'm a food sniffer. I'm a furrier, or tanner, or part collector. Or maybe I can take one of his parts.
Well, what about your food sniffing was specifically to root out poison?
Oh,
wasn't
root
it?
out poison.
Oh, yeah.
So that might be a thing.
Well, rotten or poison or things
Okay,
like that.
and what is your bonus to that?
My bonus is 2.
Okay, so add your, I'm going to say your wisdom plus level plus 2.
What's our level? Oh, yeah. Level 1. Are we level 1?
One.
Okay. Alright, so wisdom 15.
That's your
Sorry?
your
Oh,
Yeah, no,
basically
my
just
modifier.
the bottom row there is your wisdom plus
Sorry.
level. So it's just a +2.
So
Plus
this is a 5.
So roll it up.
Alright, so 13.
Woo.
This is, this is poison that is made from the venom of a very toxic snake. It's very rare, a very rare toxic snake.
Is it like from a specific place or something?
I don't know if this informs what we're looking for at the moment, but I was
No,
in a
but-
band during college called Toxic Snake.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
What kind of music?
Not very good music. I don't have a background as a bard, so
Oh, okay.
we were pretty much just clunking away.
Well, what do you say we just go to the fungal caves of Blandor, then we might find out what's going on over there.
Ooh, we could find that very snake.
Maybe.
It would be a hell of a coincidence.
Yeah, that would be a hell of a
But I have
coincidence.
a feeling since he knew us as hunters of dragons, the Dragonpunchers, that whoever's after us will probably keep coming. So we might as well on our merry way and
Hold
then
on,
come to us.
hold on, though. If we find out where he came from, and maybe this very rare snake will inform that, then maybe we could cut them off at the pass before they come and kill us.
I want
Yeah,
to see the
because-
caves.
I just want the mushrooms. Could I also tell if he was a human?
Oh, it's clear that he was. Yeah, you can see his bones now. It is clearly, definitely a human. He was not. The only thing he was disguising was his voice.
What's the name of that rare snake?
Um,
I'm writing it down.
the rare snake.
Yeah.
The rare snake is the Venoma.
The Venoma.
Ooh, Venoma. I know a little bit of Venoma
Yeah.
as a soil-bound.
Oh,
I
do
just double-checked. I'm actually soil-bound, not soil-born. Although technically I am soil-born. But I named it soil-bound.
Okay.
Same thing.
That's your background, soilbound? Yeah, you
Yeah.
have a background of being soilbound.
So can I maybe try my intelligence and my soil-bound and see if I can
Yes.
tell you a little bit about the snake? That's
Yeah.
a +5. And we'll add an 8 to that, so that's a 13. Not my finest roll.
You don't know the precise location, but you know that they're in and around Mount Korlak.
Mount Korlak, is that anywhere near where we were going?
No.
Well, we
Okay.
face a choice.
I want to see the fungus rocks.
In one direction we have the fungus rocks, which promises coin and presumably fame.
And why would we go to the Mount Korak? Those snakes are poisonous. They're clearly not good for eating. There's no point.
But great for killing.
Yeah.
I think maybe we should investigate Mount Korlak after we're done.
Okay.
After? Yes,
Yeah.
after the fungus cave.
Yeah, I think so. Sounds like there's some interesting things going on there.
That sounds fine with me. I think the child has a good sense of what we should do.
Yes.
Yeah. And if you know, if you remember, Mount Korlak was home to the Korlak dwarves, the dwarves of Korlak, as they are known inside Mount Korlak. So just so you know, it's there is a city, a dwarven city inside Mount Korlak.
I'm not familiar with those dwarves. I have a friend from Mount Dwarf.
Not Mount Korlak.
Yes.
Okay.
You did hear stories of Mount Korlak at one point being infested by copyright-free floating eye creatures, which have since been destroyed by other heroes from Tarkindale.
That must have been quite something to behold.
Yes. So
Okay.
so you're not going to Korlak. You're going to go to
No,
the
as
Caves
the
of Landor?
14-year-old in the group, I've decided that we're going to continue to the caves.
I already decided.
Yeah, I don't like dwarves. Every time they see me in the caves, they scream and run away.
Oh,
And
that's
come
interesting
come
to
back
know.
with a bunch of
Yeah,
other
dwarves and gnomes don't really get along.
Yeah, I don't know. They never yell. They don't really call me a gnome.
Does anyone know why dwarves and gnomes don't get along?
Nope.
I've read a book about that.
Tell me, because
Am I going to tell you, or do you know and you're going to tell me if I roll, or am I just going to tell you?
no, this would be this. I want to hear this.
Because dwarves are slightly larger than gnomes, and there's a long history of dwarves electing to toss gnomes for fun in their until the Great Gnome Rebellion, in which the gnomes surprisingly were able to overtake a group of dwarves, and a whole mountain full of dwarves was slain by gnomes, and ever since I mean, you know, they get along. This is a long time ago. Certainly, you would not be surprised to find a dwarf giving the traditional gnomic greeting to a gnome, but
which, of course, we all know. The traditional gnomic greeting is a tickle under the chin.
Tickle under the chin.
A little tickle under the chin.
Yes. But things are a little bit
Things are
stressed.
tense.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Only for those who are aware of the history that deep. Although for some, the history may have been forgotten, but the resentment remains.
Oh, I was raised by humans, so I don't know any of those things.
Hmm.
Yeah, that makes
You've
sense.
been shielded from the prejudice.
I'm prejudiced. I'm pretty prejudiced.
I take my comment back.
Yes, if you're a hero in Tarkindale, it's a good bet that you are in some way racist. I just want to put that out there.
Not myself. I love all creatures except for drows, and
Yeah, nobody likes
and
drows.
many elvish people, many of the elvish clans.
Yeah, elves are
You're
jerks,
one of the
usually.
good ones.
Yeah, you're nice. Mostly they're jerks. Yeah.
Let me see.
I just think that everyone non-elf is equally inferior.
See, jerk. Really, jerk. Yeah, I think she's one of them.
Basically, any creature that lands in between the size of an elf and a human, I do not trust. You have to pick a size.
Yeah,
That's
I
what say.
agree. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
And the shorter, obviously, the smarter because your blood is closer to the ground.
How tall are you?
But aside from that,
Never thought of
I
that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love all of the creatures of the Maker.
Praise Peter.
The elf queen.
Okay.
I met her.
Wait,
She really is.
I hear a side rolling happening. I feel like there may be an encounter.
This is just to save time for any sort of upcoming encounter that may or may not happen as you because you're walking while you're doing this. You're not just standing around.
So,
No,
right.
we've moved
We've
on.
moved on.
Yeah.
We've left the corpse behind. Nobody elected to make out with it, which I think was a very good
Very
thing.
wise.
Very
Take
good
the
choice.
forks. Did anybody want a fork?
Yeah.
I could use a good spoon.
All right. So as you start as you're heading towards the cave, you can kind of see the Blandrite formations beginning.
Bland, right? Is that for me?
Just little bits of it on the ground. And could I get you to roll your... I'm going to go with Wisdom plus your Sniffer.
Okay. I didn't know one.
Well, what you smell is a distinctive cabbagey odor emanating from Pythagoras.
I'm walking right beside
That's
you.
pretty much all you smell.
You're welcome.
Did you want to roll your geology
Yes.
thing? Because now you can see the formations. You might be able to see where these formations lead to.
I would absolutely love to. So that was a 6 plus 9, so 15.
15. Okay, so you know it's off the road now and into the woods.
Blanderite ho!
That way?
Yes!
Okay.
All right.
I know that much.
I'm going to roll my charisma plus level plus cat lover just to see if I remembered to feed my cats before I left
Okay.
home today. That's that's a 19 plus 22. Oh yes, I did. Yes, they are.
And did
all
you turn
doing
your
very well.
stove off?
Oh, that's a completely different skill.
Yes. Your cat was given a
Cats, plural.
Oh, cats.
Yes.
How many cats do you have?
I don't know. They're just kind of everywhere.
Do you have some sort of infestation problem?
Oh,
Problem? No.
Problem? No. I mean, I love the cats.
Okay. Okay, good.
Whenever I'm at home, I only need to reach out my hand and I'm petting a cat. Possibly two.
Your home is like pussy galore.
Correct.
I just realized we can mug to the camera.
Oh, I've been doing it.
Okay, good.
You've been taking advantage of that.
So you head into the general
I've
direction.
certainly taken my cue from Jim from the office.
You head into the woods and you can see a clearing because the
Or Tim, for our British viewers.
for our British viewers.
Yeah. Anyway, continue.
And you can kind of see the formations, or there's more rocks. There's more blandite.
There's veins of blandite here.
And the trees start to clear away, and you see near, you can see kind of like a big chunk of rock sticking out of the ground, and there's some weird stuff going on here. This kind of armored fella is standing there, and he's got an orb, like full kind of plate armor, and he's got an orb in his hand.
Oh, is it magical? Do I recognize it as magical?
And why don't you make a roll?
He's just standing there?
He's standing there, and he's kind of like loudly whispering to something.
Okay, and which modifier should I use? My wisdom, my intelligence?
Why don't we use your
Intelligence?
Why don't we use your intelligence plus? What kind of background do you want for that?
Well, my wizard background, probably. It sounds like wizardry.
Yeah, well, that would be your intelligence plus your level.
Yes.
And then what other background?
I might as well go for my chief geologist of the High Elf Council, because I'm sure I've seen people whispering near rocks.
Well, the orb.
Also, the orb is
Then the orb is a
possibly
rock.
made of rock.
Yes.
It's probably something.
I'd like to say that as soon as I see this creature, I hide.
Thank you. You hide. I'm making you to roll for that, actually.
Yep. Okay.
15.
Is that in total?
That's everything added together.
Yeah, you recognize the orb as being of a similar material to that blade.
So is it just as bad and evil?
I think it would be a reasonable assumption. That
Is this this thing?
whispering to something in the woods might
Is
be.
this a human?
You can't really tell. It's like full on plate armor.
All right.
Everything's closed, and you hide. Could I get you to roll for that, please?
Yeah.
This
I
is
will roll
bad
my
news.
dexterity plus my street urchinness. So that's a plus 10 on this roll. 27.
Okay. Nobody can see you.
How far away is the creature then?
I would say just about enough for a single move action to engage him, because you're probably going to fight him because from behind the rock, 2 orcs show up.
Woo!
Yeah.
Oh, go talk to them! They're your kin.
Oh, I do not care for full orcs.
Fine.
And
Ever since the Orc Lord has been trying to get me to work for him, always trying to contact me through the school,
You can't see me, I'm hidden.
through my parents. I'm talking to the bush where I last saw you.
Go!
remember the first rule: not to stand up. So the 2 orcs come around from the other side of the rock, this big chunk of rock, and the whispering sort of goes to them. You can hear them grunting. I'm assuming, under your languages, do you understand Orc at all?
I must. I never looked up my languages.
I don't have language.
I think it's a very old elf. I speak everything.
As someone who's never ever left after 1,000 years, finally leaving the Elven Tower,
We
you speak every language.
study everything in that. You must know the
What
language
are
of your enemy.
what are your feats?
My feet.
What language do
Where
you
do I look for my feet?
Is it in under race? Must be.
Did you
I
take the
would think
linguist
so.
feat? Because if you took the linguist feat, then you understand most humanoid or most languages reasonably well.
But that takes a feat, I guess.
That takes a feat.
Yeah.
I don't think. Oh no, class features? No, that's not it. Feats. Under feats, I have utility spell.
Okay, all right. So there's a kind of grunting going on, a kind of growling.
I don't specifically know that I know orc language.
Okay, because you were raised by humans anyway. Okay,
Yeah,
so you
that's
don't
true.
quite understand what's going on, but they are looking in your direction.
They are vile, heartless creatures, though. We should murder them as soon as possible.
Oh, they see you too, because of your loud projecting voice, and you're standing in a clearing. So they see the three of you, and the orcs' swords are drawn.
Oh, I'd like to say hello, Armored One. Very nice orb you have there. I'm a lover of orbs.
So this is the action you're taking.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm going to draw my weapon. Shing!
Oh, they're comparing swords. They both have really nice swords.
Woo! Sing! It's a bit of a contraption that holds it in place.
My orc friend likes to hold his sword too. We have things in common.
do you approach the?
No, I'm happy where I am. I've got good projection.
Okay, the thing in the armor,
Hello.
just kind of whispers and hisses.
What's hissing? Maybe it's that snake we were looking for.
Oh.
And the two orcs begin to advance on you.
That's not great.
I don't
Yeah.
know what the thing is. Do I? The armored thing?
Yeah, do I?
Is it like a construct or is it a thing in armor?
Well, why don't you roll?
Okay. I don't think I have a background that really helps me, but
might.
I'll still roll.
But you've got a little extra time because you don't.
Yeah, I'm waiting to see what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Okay, so is that intelligence?
I would go with intelligence or wisdom. What do you think? Wisdom?
Well,
What do you
intelligence is
Yeah.
a better roll for me.
Because I would just think wisdom in terms of if you've heard of this
Right.
or anything versus. So I would go wisdom plus. So you want to try with your street urchin background?
Sure, I guess.
Just hearing stories.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah. Okay. So wisdom plus it's plus 6 to this roll. Okay, 16. Ooh.
Well,
Yeah, that is ominous.
it's here. 16.
Yeah.
You don't believe this thing is a human.
I don't believe it's a creature in armor. I think it's something else.
It's you believe it might be something. It's not undead.
It's not undead.
It's
Okay.
not undead.
Oh, when they start moving towards me, I'd like to high blood teleport.
Okay, well, you know what we need to do before any of that?
What?
Is
Initiative.
we're rolling initiative.
Oh!
So if I could get you all to roll initiative.
Ooh, I have the racial power that I roll initiative twice and take the higher one, which I forgot about last time. I'm gonna do that.
I rolled a 1.
Okay.
Okay, so add your dexterity plus level.
Dexterity's 1.
Okay, so you got a 2. Okay.
25.
25.
18.
18. Okay, 18.
I'm 14.
14. Okay. So, we will call... Folks at home, we can't show you the elaborate dungeon map that I've created with the thousands of dollars worth of terrain that I purchased. So hopefully you can use the theater of the mind. I think I fooled them.
It's
just a
amazing. We've
so-
all seen it. It's
We'll
incredible.
use this crystal skull as the rock. And I guess you've all started over here. And we've got a guy here. And we've got a guy here. That's the dude in the armor. And we've got 2 orcs. Okay.
I'm hiding.
Now, are the other two, are they mook characters, or they are fully formed, full enemy?
These are first level troops that are orc warriors.
Alright.
And for your information at home, the other creature is called the Avenging Orb.
Oh.
But we don't know that?
We don't know that.
I mean, I'll call it Avenging Orb. It's not going to affect
Doesn't
Hey, everyone. Morag, Petunia, Bush, Wib. I say we call this thing the Avenging Orb, because it has an orb, and he seems angry.
Vengeful.
Yes.
I kinda
Thank you,
want-
Bush.
I kind of want the orb. Can I have the orb?
I think the orb is quite evil.
Not subjective.
It's problematic.
That's subjective.
I'll ask the voice in my head if it's evil or not after I.
Well, I don't think it's any surprise to anyone that Indigo goes first.
Okay, so these orc guys, you said that they were beginning to advance, but
They came around the rock and they're
Okay.
kind of getting in fighting mode. So they haven't used their move action yet to move close enough to engage. But it is clear that.
Okay, so I'm going to. Okay, how much cover is there?
There is.
Is it all sort of shrubby and bushy and things?
It's
or?
where you are.
Yeah.
You're behind shrub and bush.
But like, what about this area over here?
It's just kind of grass.
Oh, so it's nothing to hide behind.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, then I suppose I will use my power called Flying Blade.
Okay, what's that?
Which is basically, since I am in front of them in initiative, I have the ability for sneak attack, but the Flying Blade ability lets me attack with Dex and get my sneak attack bonus if I hit.
Oh, on a ranged?
On a ranged.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
awesome.
I whip out a little dagger and fling it. And
At-
I'm going to fling it
I'm
at...
gonna say Orc 1 is closest to you and Orc 2 is furthest from you.
Got it. Okay. And how far away is the creature holding the orb?
They're all within, they're all nearby.
Okay. I'm going to fling my dagger at that thing.
At the orb?
Because I'm interested in it, and I want to know how it reacts.
And the best way to do something like that is to kill it.
So throw a knife at it.
Awesome.
Okay, so I'm going to roll a Dex-based attack here. Okay. So I get an 8.
You get an 8.
Yeah.
Oh, a dagger just flew out of that bush.
So that was including your...
Oh, yeah, that's everything.
That's everything.
Yep.
Doesn't quite meet the AC.
It's kind of a weak throw. I wonder if it came from like a little woodland creature.
Okay, so do I get miss damage on it then?
Is there miss?
1.
Then it takes 1 so it kind of pings
Ping?
off
Okay.
of its armor and like the shoulder pad or the shoulder thing kind of like falls off on a hinge.
Okay, so now does it react?
Yes,
Okay.
angrily.
It like turns and like...
It turns and it's like looking.
Ah, okay,
Yeah.
alright, so... Okay.
It's
reacted.
so
The bush is on our side. This is good.
I am one with nature.
That must be why.
okay. So Orc 1, of course, didn't notice that because it's an orc, and it heads towards the closest, which would be who's that?
That's me.
Okay, that's you. Okay, so it's straight towards you, and it attacks you with a jagged sword.
Ooh.
What's your armor class?
My armor class is 13.
13. Thank you very much. Okay, so it swings its jagged sword at you, and because it was, there's weird stuff going on with a whisper and maybe a clank from the shoulders. What's the shoulder? The boss's shoulder thing fell off. I rolled a 1. Okay, I rolled a 1. It misses. It doesn't even hit you. It just misses.
I think
Typical orc.
I think they're day drunk.
So are we, though.
I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Okay, number 2. Heads straight for the gnome. And what is your armor class?
15.
This one hits you, but it does not do any damage.
It just spins my hat around.
It spins your hat around. These things. Are you looking up?
Oh, no.
Oh, I thought you were looking at the Avenging Orb.
Oh, no.
Okay.
No. Just one of my favorites.
Wow. Okay, so this one doesn't do any damage at all. Pythagoras, it is your turn.
All right, I'm gonna activate my barbarian rage.
Okay.
Orcs! No, you too, Bush. I don't understand you.
Why are you trashing it?
All right, here, I'm gonna attack the one that I'm engaged with there already.
Number 1.
All right.
You're angry, you
I'm
swing
going to
one
use
here.
my lethal skill, and once per battle, I'm allowed to re-roll a melee and
Okay.
take my preferred roll. So I'm going to try that again. Ooh, that's much better. That's a critical hit.
Oh, jeepers. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, I said jeepers. I'll watch my language. I'm from Canada.
So that is, let's see, it's a 1d10 plus. Where's
Hey,
my
you've
nice
got a
D10?
standard action die in there.
Yeah, sure I do.
I have
Standard
one
action.
too.
Why, that sounds like a
No.
fantastic web series
It is.
created by Joanna Gaskell.
Look, see, look.
So that's a 1d10 plus 3,
Uh,
and then I get to double it for my critical. So that's, let's see, 7 plus 3, that's 20. 20 damage.
20 damage on orc
Nice.
number 1.
Yes.
please describe to me how that takes out 2/3 of its hit points.
I swing my gardening implement turned great axe, and right before I'm about to hit it, I realize this is not going to go well. This is where my second roll comes in, and I say, "Hey, look over here," and it does, and then I jab it forcefully between its nether regions from below. And,
It has 2 nether regions? I did not know this about
actually 4. 4 nether regions, yes. And
All equally nether.
yes. But now it only has 1.
Oh yeah, it is. If anybody has any powers that are activated by a staggered enemy, that is a staggered enemy. All right, it is now time. So that was Pythagoras' turn. It is now time for the orb. The orb. All right. Okay. The orb. Its name is the orb, but the orb is also holding an orb. Avenging orb is the name, but the orb is what it's holding, and it.
Avenging Orb is its name, but the orb is the name of its 90s era EDM.
Yeah.
So
It pulls out its keyboard.
It turns toward the wizard, and it almost looks like it's being led by the orb. Like the orb is the creature, and the rest is just sort of dragging behind it as a vessel. And a dark energy fires from the orb right at Morad.
Oh, shit balls.
Dodge!
Free action shield?
Well, I'm going to tell you right now that I'm never using this die again, because that is the second one I have rolled with it. Get over there.
I don't need to do my free action.
But then it moves. Just because it needs something to do that's not a total miss. So it moved slightly to its right.
According to my wizardry skills, do I know anything about orbs guiding creatures?
No.
I've never seen this shizzle before.
No. We rolled on that, and all you know is that it was the same material. Petunia,
Okay.
it's your turn. I can't believe I've been rolling ones. Maybe those people who stole my dice replaced them.
With their
Maybe.
Yeah,
dice.
I had some dice stolen.
You could do some dice shaming later. You could
Yes.
do the picture of the dice.
Oh,
with
we're gonna do some
Yeah.
dice shaming
Yeah.
on you, translucent blue.
Aw.
All right, it is your turn.
Translucent Blue was the name of another band that I had in college.
So now,
Someone who has no
Post-rock?
music ability, you've been in a lot of bands.
I tried many times.
now we're going with speckled red.
speckled
We'll
red.
try that, speckled red.
All right.
You might say I rolled a 1 on all of the bands I was in.
Keep trying.
All right, Petunia.
I'm gonna rush Avenging Orb,
Oh,
and I'm going to.
You are currently engaged
Oh, I'm engaged with
with
them.
the orc.
I didn't want to invoke an attack of
I
opportunity.
think
so
you can roll on it. I
You
think.
can roll on it, and if you roll high enough, you can just get out of the way.
And I think if you
Oh, wait,
fail,
you're a
it's
gnome
not
anyway.
necessarily that.
Yeah, you can. Can you look up gnome?
well, half no. I'm a half.
Well, for the purpose of this
For the
game.
purpose of this
You've
game.
got class features right in front
Oh
of
yeah,
you.
what are your
Wait.
class
Oh,
features?
wait.
Or not
Or-
class, I guess you want racial
racial features.
powers. Down
Racial
the
powers?
Oh, confounded. When you roll a natural 16 with an attack, you can daze them. Doesn't really say anything about
Okay, so roll your d20.
Oh, I get a +2 to attacks of opportunity. That's good to know.
Roll your. It's okay. You
Oh,
don't need to
sorry,
look
okay.
that up. Roll your d20.
I've been rolling horrible. 4.
You rolled a 4. Okay, so that means you can't
Get out.
disengage without. So if you do disengage, you will
Invoke
incur.
attack. All right, so I'm gonna just hit the guy in front of me,
Okay.
and I'm gonna go into rage because I saw you go into rage, and I'm like, that looks like fun. Party! But it's a happy rage. Party! And then I pull out my
Rage and
trusty
party, man.
party rager.
More, I can read the book.
Yes, rage is infectious.
Yes, so infectious. I'm like, that's awesome.
So
Look what he did to his nether region.
So that means you roll your 2d20 to attack.
Okay. And so, ooh, 18.
18.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I'll take the 18.
And what's the other one?
The 16.
16. So
That's,
those are
that's a critical hit.
Oh, that's a critical hit.
Yeah, because you rolled both even.
Yes,
Oh,
I did.
it's just if they're both over 11.
Oh, if they're both over 11. Okay, so that is a critical hit. So whatever you hit this
Right.
orc with, double the damage.
Double damage. Oops, it's 8. 8. So 16.
So just 1d8 plus 0 is your.
Oh,
is your
plus
number?
3. Sorry.
1d8 plus 3?
Hits, so would
So
that be a
eight-
plus
8,
6
3 is-
then?
8, so 8 and 3 is 11.
8 and 8 is
Right, but
Oh, yeah, okay,
so it's
11,
1d8
yeah,
plus 3,
yeah,
right? So
yeah.
11, so it's 22.
22.
22 damage. Oh my gosh. 22 damage.
Okay.
So once again, that enemy is now staggered as well.
I also aim for his nether regions because I saw you do it.
Yeah, describe to me what happened, because this is a critical hit. This is a pretty badass move.
I am the right height
Yeah.
to be nether regions and calf height, so I just kind of went and
Yeah.
hit his calves and everything. I just sort of did the
Cut all those
blender
tendons
action
in there.
Yeah,
Oh, the blender action.
yeah. So maybe I went between his legs and just swiveled around.
Oh.
A blur of destruction.
Oh, that is
Tasmanian
terrifying.
devil
It is
blender
terrifying.
action.
That is
Just ran through, span.
Okay, so that is awesome. It is now round 2, which means the escalation die.
Does that mean I
Oh,
didn't
sorry,
get-
sorry. You get to go after this. Sorry, you get to go after this.
After I have to wait a whole round.
No, go now.
Oh,
Sorry.
Oh, wait.
Sorry.
Can you please remind me what the terrain is like? Are there any big trees around?
It's just kind of grassy.
There's no trees.
There's
or-
trees back there.
There's certainly that one bush over there that I'm very suspicious of.
What I'm looking for is somewhere to kind of hide, but I can still see things, so I can still shoot my acid arrows, but be out of danger's way.
I hide in the bush.
If you go and hide, you will be in the faraway range.
Oh, fine. Then I'm going to blast an acid arrow at the one who's got that orb.
Okay, blast an acid arrow at the orb.
And then I've got
The orb with the orb.
the abjuration, which gives me +4 to AC with a daily spell. Is that important information for you?
If you use a daily spell, that means you get +4 to AC for how long?
That would be in the book. I didn't write that down. But I'll roll.
You may want to write those things down.
I'll roll my daily spell now. 11 is what I rolled. So acid arrow. Yes, it's +5 versus PD.
Okay, and what did you roll?
I rolled an 11.
You rolled an 11. Is that including everything?
So that's a 16.
16.
Oh, that is a hit against the avenging orb.
Excellent. May I gather 4 d10s? May I borrow 4 d10s?
Don't worry about the one with double digits.
Oh, I've got 3. I just need one more. Excellent. So 4
Oh, my
d10s.
D10 is down in its nether.
Oh, sorry. I have 4. So 6, 3, 5, and 7. So that is 13, 18, 19, 20, 21.
21. Thank you.
+5 ongoing damage. The acid keeps hurting him.
Right, got it.
Okay, and the abjuration thing that you have,
Yeah.
you get a +4 AC bonus until the end of your next turn. If that was a daily spell that you did.
It was
It was a daily spell. Okay, great. And 5 ongoing. I'll just put that here. 5.
Thank you, team.
Okay, so now we are at +1 on the escalation die, and it is Indigo's turn.
Okay, so I'm going to use my tumbling strike.
Okay.
Which means what I'm going to do is I'm going to leap out of this bush.
Uh-huh.
I only have about it looks like about 10 feet to the nearest enemy.
Yep.
So I'm going to, how tall is this orc?
Orc sized, like, your kind of 6-footer.
Oh wow. Okay. All right. So I'm going to attempt to leap in and
It was
slice
Indigo
him.
the whole time in the bush.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so what's going
And
to happen?
then I'm gonna draw my knife and slice this orc on the way by. And then what I can do is I can roll to disengage, and if I'm successful, I'm gonna keep moving this way.
Love it.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna leap out of the bush and do my attack roll on this guy first of all.
Okay.
So tumbling strike. Oh shoot! Damn it! Ah!
No, she didn't
7.
the circus.
7 plus.
No, 7.
Okay.
I rolled a 2.
Okay. But that means you get to do 1 damage on
I
it.
do. I get to do 1 damage,
Okay.
and then I roll to disengage, which is I get a +5 to this, but I don't know what it actually is.
Oh, basically just roll an 11 up.
Oh, okay.
Or,
I rolled a 1, so I get 6, so I don't successfully
So
disengage.
you don't successfully disengage. Okay.
Okay, so I'll
Okay.
stay there.
All right. So it is now time for orc number 1's turn. Orc number 1 is going to attempt to disengage both of you.
Oh, wait, we're
Yeah,
adding
Indigo and
one
I
to
are making a
Yes.
orc number
Okay.
1 sandwich at the moment.
Lucky orc.
Yeah. So the orc gets to jump free and take a swing at Indigo with its nasty, jagged sword. What is your armor class?
13.
That's a hit. You take 6 damage.
Okay.
She should have stayed in the bush.
Yell that at you.
It is
Thanks very much!
It is Orc number 2's turn. Orc number 2 takes a swing at Petunia. And what is your armor class?
15.
It does no damage. Pythagoras Nash.
All right, I have a question. I have my whirlwind attack,
Yep.
which I can trigger if I'm engaged by 2 or more enemies. Now, does that mean I can go and engage 2 enemies that are standing close to each other, or do they both have to be attacking me for me to do this?
You have to be engaged with both enemies, so if
So
you-
I can't just make myself engaged with them.
if you're currently engaged, you can do it.
Yeah, okay. Fair enough. Well, since I'm not engaged with anybody at the moment, I'm just going to go straight for... Yeah, I'm going to go right after the orb
All right.
fella over here. And I'm going to attack him. That will be... Let's see, the 10 is the higher of the 2 there. That's 14 versus AC. Oh, 15, I guess, because of the escalation.
Yes, 15 versus AC.
Yeah.
Do you do miss damage at all?
Yes, 1.
Okay.
Look,
keep
if we
chipping
keep chipping away at this guy.
Yeah, it's really all or nothing. It's like take out 2/3 of the orc's point. One of this guy. Well, it's his turn, and he is going to. Oh man. Oh. Okay. He is going to orb of pain you.
Might I suggest the translucent blue dye?
Well, he does get to make 2 attacks.
You.
It's okay. One with a different. It has to be different targets.
All right.
So he orb of pains you for 6. Sorry, for 5 psychic damage.
Psychic damage.
Now he's gonna orb of pain Indigo as well, but because he's basically doing a ranged attack.
While engaged.
Oh, I'm reflecting on my life choices. Sorry, my psychic damage is coming.
You get an attack.
I could have had tenure in the. Okay,
Pythagoras,
sorry.
you get an attack of opportunity on him.
Ooh.
So because
Don't
he's going
mind
to try
if I
to
do.
attack.
Cut his arm off. Cut his arm off.
That's a critical. That's a critical hit.
That's a critical hit.
Yes.
Okay,
You
roll
get criticals on it. Wow.
roll for damage.
That's a 20 damage again.
Okay, so you kill him, and I'm gonna say that you kill him before he gets a chance to attack
Awesome.
Indigo,
Ah.
because it was a critical hit. That was he had exactly 20 hit points left. So describe once again this amazingness, and I want to steal your dice.
All right, I'm in turmoil because of the psychic damage that he's done to me. I've just been thinking about all the wonderful things I could have done with my life, but I didn't. And then when I see him reaching out to inflict pain on Indigo, I think, oh no, she's so young. Why, we can't let this happen. So I just blindly lash out with my gardening implement turned great axe, and one swipe hits his head, and the other one hits his remaining nether region.
Wow.
Awesome. Now, before you, normally this would be Petunia's turn next, but you see these kind of, well, they can really only be described as dirty soap bubbles You know what these are, Morag. They're called Wibbles. And whenever there's weird magic stuff, these things kind of pop up.
Weird magic stuff.
Weird magic stuff. You know, like orbs.
Orbs of pain?
Yeah, orbs of pain. By the way, when the orb... What was the orb... the orb of pain guy that you killed?
Yeah.
There was just like a dead body. It was a dead body in there. But it wasn't undead, so it was just like a rotting corpse inside the plate armor, just being controlled by the... Yeah.
With a remote.
Yeah, basically with a remote.
Okay.
So there's these two kind of groups of just, like piles of dirty soap bubbles that come out from it and just start floating around here and here. That's all they've done so far.
Do I know what Wibbles go on to do?
You know what Wibbles do. Here. They're just weird little magic-y things.
Is there danger within a Wibble?
Oh yeah. No, they'll. You know that they can attack you.
So if I feed them, will they multiply?
No, they won't. They won't multiply or anything. Here, I'll just. You could just do that, so you can read up on that while Petunia starts her turn.
Okay. I guess I attack the orc that I am currently engaged with.
Orc number 2.
Orc number 2. And I'm still in a rage, so I'm going to roll my d20 twice. That was a 10. And that was a, oh my god. Okay, hopefully I didn't roll again. Oh, 15.
Plus your...
Plus my, okay, so I'm going to take the 15. And that would be a plus 4. So, yeah, that would be a 19.
Oh yes, that is definitely a hit on orc number 2.
Woo!
And if you do more than 8 damage, you kill it.
Oh, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh!
7.
Oh, jeez. That is an upset.
Can I use my building frenzy? No, because I didn't miss. So I can't.
All right. Morag.
Oh, I forgot my building frenzy when I missed.
Oh, yeah.
You did okay.
Yeah, you did all right.
Well, lovely. I would like to Ray of Frost, the orc that appears closest to me, the one that is engaged with Petunia there.
Okay.
So I'm going to roll for that. So 10 plus 5, so that is 15 versus PD.
Yes.
So 3d6. If I may, I would borrow d6 from you, please.
Well, seeing as how it had 1 hit point left, it definitely kills it.
I
but
want to know
roll,
how
yes.
overkilled it is.
Roll how high it is, and then
I know it's hard to see this.
5, 8.
Okay, so describe how the Ray of Frost kills this orc.
Well, the Ray of Frost shoots out of my curled fingers, and it splatters across him, and then you can see his gross skin start to haze with white, and then his lips turn blue, and he becomes frosty and rigid and falls over in that frozen position.
And smashes.
And shatters.
Oh!
Yes.
All right.
Like a crystal vase.
I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
that's pretty.
Like a crystal vase. All right.
And it makes that sound too, so it has that nice ringing of crystal.
Tingling sound.
Mhm. Even though he fell on the soft, smushy grass floor of this meadow, it sounds like the ringing of broken crystal. So his death is somewhat beautiful.
It's lovely. It's lovely.
It brings a tear to our eyes.
Okay, so we are now at the next round then, if you've gone, which means the escalation die is at 2. And it is Indigo's turn.
Right. Okay, so bubbly things, I don't know what they are, do I? Do I know anything about what they are? Have I seen anything like them before?
You've heard of Wibbles, you know that whenever there's weird magic, they pop around, and
Are they dangerous?
Well, they do have a force burp, which does 4 damage, but they're pretty easily.
I would like to say that unlike many other monsters that are constantly a threat, Wibbles often float by an adventuring party, a merchant's wagon, a family picnic, or even an entire village without causing a fuss.
Okay. Right, well...
They will ignore us unless 3 conditions are met. someone attacks a Wibble, a sentient creature bleeds profusely nearby a Wibble, or someone casts a spell nearby a Wibble.
Uh-oh, I hope nobody cast a spell
So we've
nearby a
done two of
Wibble.
those things because there's some bleeding
There's
orc
some-
going on right there.
Some bleeding orcs.
I figured
And-
that killing the orc was a great event. Anyway, 2 people. Whatever.
Okay, well,
Oh, but technically
I
he's
don't
frozen
think
and
that-
this guy's dead, so there's no bleeding.
That thing
Yeah.
didn't bleed.
yeah,
But
that's true.
yeah, but the other thing is the other orc is bleeding, and someone did cast a spell.
Yes, and they will attack any creature they can reach
Okay.
more or less randomly.
I'm gonna try that whole tumbling strike thing again because I really don't want to end up engaged with this guy. Although,
Man, if I had a nickel.
I know. Okay, so I'm gonna move in and attack this orc with the tumbling strike.
Okay.
Okay. Jeez. Okay. I think I fail on that. That's an 11.
In total, including
Okay, 13.
13. Yeah, just barely. But you do 1 damage.
All right, and then I'm gonna disengage. Hopefully, please. I don't know. Yes, I think I do. 8, 9, 10, 13 to disengage.
Sure.
Okay, so I bound back over here.
Okay. You bound back over there. It is now that orc's turn. And it is naturally going to just go right up to you.
Yeah,
because-
no, that's
all right,
fine.
so it engage with you if someone could move it there.
Yep.
And it attacks you with its jagged sword. Okay. I didn't use speckled red. I used speckled blue. You're out too.
Just chuck them.
Yeah. Just why didn't they steal those ones?
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm just so nimble. I like hand spring out of the way.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yep.
That's awesome.
See, it wasn't the die. It was me.
It wasn't. Yeah, that's right. It totally was you.
Keep the die. Keep
it-
using the die.
It is Pythagoras Nash's turn.
All right. Well, I'm not keen to try swiping my axe at these wibble things, so I'm just going to go after the orc as well.
Okay.
That's another critical hit.
Barbarian Rage is
You stole my
so
dice.
amazing.
Pretty
It
sure
is.
those are all your dice.
Why are we all barbarians? We should just all be barbarians.
And that's another 20 damage.
Okay. Describe how. Okay, so he has 8 hit points left. You do 20 damage.
Yeah.
Describe the discrepancy in hit points versus damage in as graphic detail as you can.
All right. So I come towards him with my great axe, and I'm about to swing at it. And I swing. I come very close, and I stop. And then I hold one of his nethers, his one remaining nether,
It's a nether.
in my hand, and I say, "Shall I do this, or shall you?" And the orc knows his time has come and elects to do it himself, and takes his own sword and stabs his own nether region, and then twists and dies painfully.
Wow. So you critted. Okay. So your critical hit was that you just made him want to die.
So the mental damage as well.
Yeah.
and
yeah.
that
The
does
mental,
it.
and you're like psychic damage. I'll show you psychic damage. Awesome.
Wow.
Wow. That is
Scary.
That is. You are a terrifying gentleman.
Yeah.
It is. Oh,
Skedaddle.
there's a.
There's some garbage truck.
Vancouver's a very green city, and recycling trucks even show up on
Every day,
Sunday.
all day.
Yeah.
So interesting facts about Wibbles.
Well, it's their turn, and
Please tell us about Wibbles while they kill us.
okay, so
You're
oh,
dying
look,
from...
they seem to be one goes here. Wibble, this Wibble goes here, and goes for the barbarian because he sees all the blood everywhere, and.
Not quite sure how to handle this. They don't have nether regions.
Nope.
I just want to say that if you roll a natural 1 to 2, then you will create 1d3 of new Wibbles.
Yeah, if you
When attacking
I got
somebody?
don't worry, I got all this here.
I just wanted to let the
got
team
the-
know.
The Wibble.
He's just yelling it out.
Just so you know!
Just so you know.
Indigo, don't try to do that dive attack maneuver again.
So
Yeah, it doesn't work.
you take what's your physical defense?
My physical defense is 14.
Okay, you take 4 force damage, and the next Wibble attacks the wizard.
How does high blood teleport? Can I like do that teleport way?
Is
as I
it a
see
move
it
action
coming?
or is it an interrupt?
It is. Well, it's my racial power.
Yes, but is it a move action or an interrupt?
I think it's a move action because my character has it in critical hit
Move
show.
action.
Critical hit show.
Yeah. So it has to be your turn to do it then.
There we go. And what do these wibbles attack? They attack my AC or my PD? Or
Your
what?
PD. It's called a forced burp. And you take 4 damage,
Ooh.
A most ungentlemanly attack.
and then
It burps out more of itself.
more move out and attack you.
Wait, it just did that on the one that's attacking her?
Yeah,
Was there something that caused that one to do it?
it was more attracted. I rolled. It was more attracted to the magic than most of the round.
Yeah.
So these are new ones that sort of pop up. So there's 2 more that pop up. They don't hit you at all. So Red Speckle, you're out.
Wow, how many? Okay.
Our DM will have.
We'll just play until I run out of d20s. How about that? Do I have any more d20s? Yes, I do.
You can
I've
roll
got
mine.
light blue speckled. You better not fail me. All right. So those didn't really do anything.
The new wibbles typically melt back into their parent at the end of the battle, if not destroyed, just when picking which ones to attack.
Petunia, it's your turn.
Okay, I am going to rush over to the avenging orb's body,
Yes.
and I'm going to grab the orb.
Okay.
And I'm going to
Good move.
be really
Totally
happy with
would've
the
done
orb.
I'm worried about you, because wibbles are like a big kick me sign plastered on cultists, hidden temples, or botched magic.
So I'm going to... I really like the orb,
Okay.
but maybe I should roll for this to see if I should destroy it or not. Because I'm a little... I'm a
What,
little...
to try to decide?
Yeah, I'm actually going to roll to destroy it or not, or just keep it. Because I'm very drawn.
Because you're torn?
I'm torn. I also have a
Nothing's
voice.
right.
Nothing's right. I have a voice that talks to me in my head all the time.
Right.
I could be possessed by a goddess, or I could be just crazy.
I want to hear the conversation between you and the voice.
Okay, so I'm like, oh, this is pretty. And the voice says, Petunia, please. And then I roll for it. So 1, 2. Oh no, I'm gonna do this again. Okay, so 1, 2, 10. I keep the orb.
Okay.
Higher.
11 and 20.
11
destroy.
destroy. Yeah, I destroy it. Oh, 18. The voice says, Petunia, throw that thing as hard as you can against the nearest tree. So, I do.
Okay. So the orb, of course, made of stone, hits the tree and
It doesn't do
lands on the ground.
It was an excellent effort.
Yes. Well done. Well
Really,
done.
really excellent.
Yes.
I'm like, okay.
Okay. And that's your turn.
I'm so glad your psyche didn't explode.
I hope you're not all of faith. And that's how you feel.
Yeah.
Cold,
I'm all happy.
shamed.
I am. I'm lying naked on the floor.
Okay. More egg.
I am going to do my melee basic attack with my staff because I know better than using magic on these things. So that is +2 versus AC. So 11 versus AC.
Are you adding? The
Oh, I didn't add that, so that makes it 13.
Yes, that is a hit. It has an AC of 13. Of course, when an enemy hits a wibble with a melee attack, it takes force damage equal to its level. So you take 1 damage, and then you roll for damage. We'll see how much you damage.
3 +2, so 4.
3
5.
plus 2 is 5.
That's what I said. I'm sorry, I was stunned by the
So
attack of the wibble.
you do 5 damage, and you take 1 damage.
Taking 1 for the team.
All right. It is now Indigo's turn. We're at +3.
Okay.
On the escalation.
I will move to here and attack this wibble.
Okay.
Okay, 19 to hit
Yeah.
with my knife. And I hit it for 5 plus I get 5 more, so 10 damage because I'm attacking an enemy that's engaged with someone else.
Okay, so you do a total of 10 damage?
10 damage.
Okay, so you take 1 damage.
Okay.
So you do 10 damage, so that would be, that means you kill 2 of the wibbles!
Well done, Indigo.
How do I manage to do that?
Oh, because they're mooks, they have 6 hit points each.
Your damage transfers if you.
Yes. Yeah, but I'm. Okay.
I want you to.
I think in terms of story.
Okay. I want you to.
How does that work?
Why don't you describe to me how your attack kills 2 Wibbles?
Skip the Wibble into the other Wibble.
I guess maybe it's like a bubble.
Yeah. They're like each one's kind of like a formation of.
Okay,
dirty
so I
circles.
guess maybe because I got sneak attack damage on that too, right? So I suppose I like just drove the knife all the way through it, and then my knife collided with a rock that was underneath it, which skipped up and then collided with another one.
Yes, that's exactly what happened.
Okay.
All right. It is Pythagoras Nash's turn.
All right, I'm going to come over here to the Wibble that Morag has already been attacking, and I'm going to attack it myself.
Okay.
And that's a critical hit.
He just has to roll over 11. It's amazing.
On both.
On both.
Oh,
Yes.
I got a 1/4
I
chance
know. I just did.
with
It's
the
amazing.
Barbarian Rage.
Yeah.
You have a 1/4 chance of
Okay.
a critical
As
hit.
long as one of them hits,
Yeah.
you have to just roll both over. It's amazing.
Oh my gosh.
Everybody should just be a barbarian.
But that's only 8 damage.
8 damage. Okay.
It's just a bubble.
So there's 3.
Maybe that's enough.
3 and 6. So there's none between. Okay. So you kill 8. 6. So there's 9. In total, for the 2 Wibbles that are left, there's 9 hit points left.
All right. So one of them goes bloop.
One of them pops out of existence, and the other one has 1 hit point left, and it's its turn. And
Oh, do I take damage from that though? Don't I?
yes, you take.
I take 1 damage.
You take 1 damage. Yes.
1 damage.
And yeah, okay. So what it does then is it. Okay, so these get a +5 bonus to disengage checks. So, yep. Okay, so it kind of starts blooping away.
It's on the run.